going heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Perking, begging, it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang on my own. Get my way up, get off, way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang on my own. Get my way up, get off, way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the piano shows. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name up who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking out for the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands up, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang on my own. Get my way up, get off, way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang on my own. Get my way up, get off, way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Hey, 0-0-0.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Broncos at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The kick by McManus is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass
and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2. Tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Yeah,
they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So a PI call going to cost them there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The kick by McManus is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
From the 31, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. Allen's got it, complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hopkins' kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Herbert on first down now. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did.
and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who's the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives him the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Off the squib kick, he corrals it inside the 25. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the second half here with Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
On second and 11 now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to